Welcome. Thank you for being here. Today, we are going to pause for a moment, to leave the noise, the worries, the news, the demands of the day outside. We live in a world that moves fast, a world where uncertainty, fear, and pressure seem constant. And many times, although we try to remain calm, inside everything trembles. That is why today, we are going to reflect together on a psalm that has sustained entire generations in the midst of chaos. A psalm that does not promise an absence of problems, but a firm presence when everything seems to be falling apart. Psalm 46. This psalm was not written from comfort, but from the awareness that life can be shaken without warning. Before reflecting, let's listen to the full text. I invite you not to rush, to listen with an open heart, and to allow each word to find its place within you. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, our ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way, and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. Selah, there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Selah. Come, see the works of the Lord, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes war cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow, shatters the spear, and burns the chariots in the fire. Be still, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Psalm 46 begins with a powerful statement. God is refuge and strength. It does not say that God prevents storms. It says that God is a refuge in the midst of them. That changes everything. Many people wonder why, if they trust in God, they still face difficulties. But this psalm never promises a life without tremors. It promises a firm presence when everything around is shaken. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way. This phrase is profoundly honest. It acknowledges that the earth can move, that the stable can become unstable, that the secure can disappear. The biblical faith does not deny reality. It faces it with a deeper trust. The psalm speaks of collapsing mountains, of roaring waters, of agitated nations. Everything is an image of chaos. Everything is an image of loss of control. And yet, in the midst of that description, a different calm appears. There is a river that makes the city of God glad. That river does not depend on external circumstances. It does not depend on politics. It does not depend on the economy. It does not depend on the emotional state of the world. It is an image of God's constant presence, flowing even when everything else dries up. Here is a key teaching. Peace does not come from everything being in order, but from knowing where your refuge is when it is not. Many people seek peace by trying to control everything, control results, control people, control the future. But Psalm 46 shows us another way. It tells us, be still and know that I am God. This is not a passive phrase. It is not resignation. It is an invitation to let go of the control we never had. Being still does not mean surrendering to fear. It means stopping to fight with human strength against things that only God can sustain. We live tired because we try to carry what is not ours to carry. This psalm reminds us that not everything depends on us, and that truth, far from weakening us, sets us free. When we stop fighting against the inevitable, when we stop demanding from our minds answers they cannot give, when we accept that we do not control tomorrow, something settles within. God does not ask us to understand everything. He asks us to trust. Psalm 46 was written for moments where logic is not enough, for days when the news is bad, for nights when fear does not let you sleep. It is a reminder that, although the world trembles, God remains, and that permanence is not distant. It is close. It is refuge. It is strength. Not a cold fortress, but a living, present, accessible fortress. The psalm ends by affirming something crucial. The Lord of hosts is with us. It does not say will be. It says is, right now, here, in this moment. It does not matter if your life feels stable or chaotic. It does not matter if you have clarity or confusion. It does not matter if today you feel strong or exhausted. This psalm does not rely on your emotional state. It relies on who God is, and that is the basis of a peace that is not easily broken. Perhaps today you need to remember that you are not alone in the midst of the tremor, that you do not have to have all the answers, that you do not have to anticipate every scenario. Perhaps true rest begins when we accept that God is still God, even when we do not understand. Psalm 46 does not eliminate problems, but it changes our position in front of them. We no longer look from fear, we look from the refuge, and that transforms the way we go through life. If this reflection spoke to your heart, I invite you to stay on the channel. Here we share psalms, biblical reflections, and messages designed to bring calm, clarity, and faith to daily life. Subscribe and join us. Share this message with someone who today needs to remember that God is still a refuge and a fortress. And remember, even if everything trembles, there is a safe place to rest. Thank you for being here.